Welcome back. Next we're going to do our main courses, if you like, some more filling finger foods. So we're going to do a beautiful crispy beef salad and the crowd pleaser, salmon on pancakes. But we're going to start off with our beef salad. So we're going to need a beautiful beef porterhouse or any steak you like. Just some carrot, cucumber, some chives, some salad, and some mustard mayonnaise, just made with whole grain mustard and mayonnaise mixed together. So we'll start off by putting our beef into the pan. Then give it a bit of a season up, a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. Your meat should take probably around 3 minutes either side if you like it medium rare, and around 2 minutes either side if you like it rare. It's probably best to cook it medium rare to medium, that's how most people like it. To save us time today, I've already cooked one and let it rest, which is really important because when it's resting, it lets all the juices go back into the meat and it makes it a lot more moist. So we're going to need to slice our beef nice and thin because we're going to actually roll the salad inside of it. So nice long pieces, as thinly as you can. So start up the top. If you use a serrated knife, it normally helps you slice it through. And as thin as possible, so like that, just nice and thin and beautiful strips. And we'll just put those back on the plate and start on the rolling. So just take your piece of beef. It's okay to serve this room temperature, or if you're quick enough, still warm, but even cold is fine. So take some of your mustard mayonnaise and just layer it on the middle there, not too much. Couple of lettuce leaves, bit of green and red I usually like. A little bit of salt and pepper as well. Now, a couple of pieces of cucumber, maybe just one piece of carrot. So inside like this, now you just want to roll that over the top. Trying not to be too messy with my hands here. And take it over there till it's a complete circle like that. Now we're going to tie it up. So this is where our chives come in. We've got a nice long one for the first one to make it nice and easy. So lift it up. Your mayonnaise should help sort of stick it together. Take your chive. Most people that look at this sort of dish here are going to think you've had some superstar chef come and cater your finger food function, but really it's just you in the kitchen. But I'd definitely be impressed if I saw that at any of my friends' houses. And you can see how quickly you can make these. And you don't need too many of these because there's plenty of other options going around the room as well. So just enough so people can see just how good you are and just what you can make. Moving on to our next dish now, smoked salmon with pancakes, always a crowd pleaser. To begin with, we're going to need to make our pancake though. So 150 grams of self-raising flour, 1 egg, and 200 mils of milk. So just make a little well in the middle of there like that, and add your egg. Oh yeah. Try not to throw your shell in the bowl if you can help it. And work your egg in a little bit before we start to add our milk. This is just basically the same way you would make normal pancakes without the sugar, but with a pinch of salt. So we'll put in some pepper as well. So now our eggs started to work through a little bit. We're going to start adding a little bit of our milk. All right, so just working that round till it's nicely worked in and smooth. And you can see the consistency there. That's what you're after. I'm sure most of you have made pancakes before. I don't need to go on about it for too long. And once that's coating the back of the spoon, we can make our first pancake. Olive oil into your pan just to cover the bottom. Now when you're doing this, it's better to add too little and get a nice thin pancake because you certainly don't want to add too much and get a nice thick one. Remembering that this is going to rise up in the pan because we've used self-raising flour and eggs. And while that's cooking, we can begin on our garnishes for our pancakes. So with your smoked salmon, just lay it out on the bench. And we want to cut out nice rings out of this that are going to match our pancakes. So whichever cutter you're going to use for your pancake, use that for your salmon as well. And try and get as much out of it as you can. So there we cut some nice rings out and just put them to the side. When you're getting your smoked salmon, try and get it as thin as possible as well, because it can be a little bit overpowering if you have too much of it and not very enjoyable. It's very nice as just a subtle flavour as opposed to just really filling your mouth up. So to know when your pancake's ready to flip, just make sure you can see some air bubbles coming in top, which you can see on here now. They've all come through. Make sure you've still got plenty of oil in your pan because we don't want it to stick. And it's easy as just flipping it over like that. Should be nice and browned on the bottom because you want it to be really beautiful and crispy on the outside. Otherwise it can be quite soggy when people go to pick it up. But while that cooks on that side, we'll finish off our garnishes over here. So if you can't get perfect circles out of the leftover pieces, just take 2 pieces and overlap them and then cut them out from there. And then you can get extra circles by doing that. And I mean, if you can't get any more circles out of that, unfortunately, you'll probably just have to eat it yourself while you're waiting for your guests to arrive. But I'll put that aside for now. Onto here, we just need to put our cream cheese now. So with your cream cheese, you can soften this up and put through chives through it, or red onion, or whatever you like in there, some garlic. If you can do a little quenelle like this, then that's good. But if you can't, just pop it on, which it looks like I can't today. So that's an attempt at a quenelle. And we'll just keep doing that as quickly as we can because our pancake is ready. So cream cheese on top. I'm going to take my pancake out now because it's done. Now, with your same cutter from before, cut out your little pancakes. Your salmon now on top of your pancakes. Take your chives, give them a quick chop. Now we have some beautiful smoked salmon with cream cheese. And I'm going to serve the beef and the salmon on the same plate here, a little bit of surf and turf. So there we have it. Beautiful main courses that should fill your guests up nicely. But if you want to send them home with a smile, stick around because after the break we're going to make some fantastic desserts.